Hi everybody, this is your happy wife, happy life. Today I'm going to share you my homemade mashed potato and my creamy peppercorn sauce because my husband is cooking steak. Creamy and fluffy mashed potato. You might think it's simple to make, but there are a few tips that gets perfectly smooth. So if you want to learn how to make the best mashed potato, then let's get started. So I'm using these two large size potatoes for my recipe, which will be enough for me and my husband. So this I washed already and remove all the dirt. So now I have to remove the skin. I'm using this peeler, small one, because I don't have bigger one. The most important thing to make mashed potato is using the right potato. There are different types of potato: waxy, in between, and starchy. Waxy is for stew and salads, and starchy is perfect for roasting, frying, and then of course mashing. So this is clean already, so I cut the potato into smaller pieces. You can just boil the potatoes whole, but cutting them up simply cuts the cooking time. Make sure the cubes of potatoes are relatively the same size so they cook evenly and you don't end up with some cooked and some raw in the middle. So I put here on the pan and we boiled it. So this is ready to boil. I put it here. So we put some water to boil. We cook the potatoes until extremely tender and nearly falling apart. This took about 20 minutes, but of course depends on the size of your potatoes. So look at this. This is cooked already, so I have to drain up here and shake to remove as much water as possible. And then I have to transfer it here, pour it, and I start to mash the potatoes. Usually you need to have those flattened, but I only have this one, so I can also use, you can use anything. So I mash this one. And I have to add a little bit of butter because I only have 2 potatoes. So I add a little bit of butter. This about 10 grams to make this mashed potato creamy. So now look at this, it's a bit creamy now because of the butter. We continue mashing, mash. Okay, so we have to add milk. I have to add 1/2 cup of milk. Make sure you have warmed up your milk. Never use cold milk as this will change the consistency of the potato. That it's creamy now. And then you can add some salt, a little bit of salt, which I like to have a little bit of salt. Or you can put any seasoning you want. And lastly, give it a taste. So smoothie and creamy, it's very nice. And if you like to add some herbs, so make sure just a little bit, just like for some design. Remember to always test your food. You'll be amazed with how much a pinch of salt can change the flavor. This is my fresh compot pepper, so I have to smash it here for my pepper sauce. To cover it because it will jump. If you don't have fresh one, you can use the dry. Okay, so now it's ready. Transfer it here. I'm using cooking cream to make my peppercorn more creamy. So first you have to put in a low flame, and now I have to put my butter. Just a little bit of butter. It's around 20 grams, I think. Creamy peppercorn sauce was always my first choice, especially my homemade. And then next is onion. Chop the small onion. So when the onion is a little bit brown, the smell is really good now. I have to put my fresh pepper from Kampot, Cambodia. Smell good now. There are a handful of truly great sauces in the world that are deceptively simple to make, and this creamy pepper sauce for steak is one of them. Really smell good. So after this one, I have to put cooking cream. Yes, just like this. And you can add a little bit of salt. Is this enough? I think this is enough for two. With this pepper, fresh one. So look good. So now I test. Wow, it's so wow. So this is my creamy fresh peppercorn. So this is my butter. This one is around 100 grams of butter, and I'm going to make a garlic butter with herbs. This I'm going to use for my steak when we are going to fry the steak. So, and then I have these 5 cloves of garlic, and I have to chop this one. Okay, so almost done. This is ready to mix for the butter, and I have to add some herbs. Okay, and just mix it. You have to mix very well so the garlic and the herbs will soak into the butter. So it's ready for the barbecue. And the table is almost ready, so I bring the camera to my husband. There's my husband. Start preparing the steak. So he adds some pepper. And he adds some salt. If my husband is cooking this, he really do good and really tastes good. And he cook with a timer, of course. So he's adding the butter and garlic butter. So how many minutes, darling, or seconds? So each side is 1 minute.
And then 4 times.
And then you do it 4 times. And then put the garlic and butter. For me, I'd like to have well done. And for my husband is medium. He likes more on medium. So this is now. And mine is this one. So we're done eating, and the plate of my husband still have one piece of carrot and one piece of cauliflower because he doesn't like much vegetable. That was delicious. Thank you for watching my video, and now it's time to click in here in my face to subscribe my channel. But if you don't have a Google account, you can click this video and I can show you how to make one. You can also watch my other videos by clicking in there. Thank you!